Hello Sagittarius, I'm here to do your reading for June 2016 using the Fenestra Tarot deck. If you would like your own personalized reading, check out the link in my description box because this is a general reading. So Sagittarius, you sandwich your month with the sun and the moon, and then the two cards in between are the Page of Wands reversed and the Queen of Swords. So as you step into June, it's a very positive sign that you're feeling youthful, you're feeling vital, you're feeling creative, you're feeling fresh, you're feeling like you have a new start, you're feeling really good. Some of you may have done something successfully, so celebrating that. Just a good overall feel-good time where you're feeling good, you're feeling on top of the world, and just feeling like you have some energy and life force back. So that's a good positive sign. As you move into the second week with the Page of Wands reversed, perhaps you are feeling a little bit lazy. I have this card come up a lot when there are creative things that I want to do or I want to have get done, or chores and things like that, but I just don't feel like doing them. So it's a week where you just want to kind of take it easy or be lazy. Because reversals can also signal blocks, so I would have to say that you may be feeling a little bit burdened, like you have a lot of stuff to get done. And because of that, you're a little bit unmotivated about the projects that you have to do because they seem unsurmountable and like a lot of work. And in that case, I would tell you to just focus on priority things like daily. What are the top 3 things that I can do, what I can complete to feel like I've had a successful day? Because this card does say that there are things that need to get done. So it's not like you could just be lazy and free just because you are chilling. No, you have stuff you need to get done. You just don't feel like doing them. So just watch out for that type of energy. If it is a child, like an actual person, this is going to be your more adventurous child, your more creative and curious child. And there may be some blocks or some issues that need to be dealt with specifically toward that child. This is like a younger energy. This could also be you needing to be more adventurous and creative and exploratory, but refusing to do so. And it could be because you're overthinking things or because you already feel like you have too much on your plate to take on more. This is where you really need to let go of the things that don't serve you and aren't important to you in order to bring in things that do serve you and are important to you. The Queen of Swords during the third week is a feminine energy that will be prominent during the week. It could be related to yourself or someone else. It is a very clear, intellectual, mentally stimulated type of energy. It's an objective energy. It's, you know how to use your mind and direct your mental powers intuitively to get what you want out of life, or to decide something, or to have clarity around something. It's you learning lessons and knowing how to react because you have been through a lot of experiences that have taught you how to be this strong, independent, smart person. Like I said, you may have to embody this energy to get through the third week, or this may be someone that's very important in this third week of June or around this third week of June that you may have to interact with. Because she is upright, I think it's a positive energy. She's a straight shooter. She doesn't give you any bullshit. There's no emotion involved. So think about that energy and if it'll be you or someone else. At the end of the month, you have the moon, which is a feminine energy. So it's not always negative. You have a tap to the divine when this card comes up, and you also have a lot of spirituality available to you when this card comes up, a lot of hopes and dreams. Those things are the positive aspects of this card. But it can also mean that you're focusing on fears and you need to do shadow work, and there could be some deep dark things that are under the subconscious that you need to work on. And so those are the way that those things can play out. When I look at this card, or all the cards, what I'm seeing for you Sagittarius for the month of June is that there is a polarization between the sun and the moon. So you're feeling good, you're feeling great, and that's because you are walking that fine line in between the conscious and the vitality and the life force energy, along with the subconscious, where you get deep dark inside and deal with shadow energies and things like that. And I think that objectively you're going to have to play around with these two energies in order to feel more balanced. And it's because there's some work and some decisions and some clarity that need to be made around both the light and the dark of who you are and who your spirit embodies, who you really are at the core of your spirit, in order to move past any blocks that are stopping you from moving forward toward the things that you want to create, manifest, and the things that you desire. And you're going to have to look at both the light and the dark of who you are in an objective way. The lessons and the things that you've been through, like I said, can bring hopes and can bring fears and can bring knowledge and truth and light and illumination. And that illumination comes from the life experiences that you go through in the tangible world. But let's not forget that there are some subconscious things that are available to you to help you make these objective, objective and clear decisions. And I think that your focus is going to be tapping into that. And until you can do that, you're going to feel a block in forward movement. If you are willing to do that, if you're willing to take this illumination, probably a lot of subconscious illumination, if you're willing to take this and integrate the lessons and the information that you receive into your psyche, I think that you'll find that you'll be able to move forward through any blocks with clarity and truth. And I think that that'll be an overall positive experience for you. So you have a pretty straightforward reading where a lot of balance is being called into play, and a lot of you doing some growth around looking at things objectively and taking your emotion out of the equation. There may be people that help facilitate this. If it's your child, I think that block around the child could just be helping them do things that help them get back in touch with who it is to be a child, which is free. What am I trying to say? What's the word? Kids are free, they have vitality, they just kind of go with the flow, they're in touch with their desires, they play. All those type of things are going to be important, because I think that the block around your child could be needing a creative outlet. And since they're not as in tune objectively with spirituality, that I think helps kids get in touch with their spirituality. So think about that. And it could also be for you too. Maybe perhaps you need to bring a little bit more play and a little bit of a carefree attitude and release some burdens in order for you to also approach your month of June like this, so that you can get more in touch with your divine being, whatever you believe in, and get in touch with your spirit and your subconscious energy, your subconscious life force, for illumination. So Sagittarius, that is your reading for June 2016. Talk to you soon.